Okay, last time I talked about saying it's something and this is something. So just to recap, if I wanted to say something along the lines of that's not correct. No, why is that character not showing up the way it should? Bear with me. I don't know. Oh, that is correct. It's the font in my book is different to the font on my keyboard. So if we have the word check, which is book. So if we're saying it's a book, we would say, of course, check EAO, which would be written like that. And of course, that's the John de Mao form because it's polite, because it has yo on the end. And since the word check ends in that this consonant, it has the EAO ending. If it was a vowel, it would just be AO. So check EAO just means it's a book. But of course, if we want to specify this is a book, we add on ego. Ego check EAO. So this is a book. So that's what I did before. And next is something along the same thing, but it's slightly more complicated. So first of all, we just have E, which is what we have here, which just means this. So I won't bother typing them out, but we can say e-copy, e-computer, e-ice cream. So this coffee, this computer, this ice cream. So just in the same way that we said this book, we had E at the beginning of it. Next one, however, is the word jo, which is written like that. Jo means that. So E is this, jo is that. So here we could write, for example, there it is. If we said jo mai there we go. Jo mic, which means that mic, that microphone. In the same way, let's just do one more. We could say jo, and then if I can find it, there it is. And then it'll be that one, yeah. Yes. Jo tei. It's a very arduous process, I know, but I'm hoping that me constantly having to type stuff out will make me, become more accustomed to typing it out. Bear with. There we go. Jo table, which is table. So that table. So we can say E as in this. This is a book. Ego jek EAO. This is a book. But we can say jo mic, jo table. That is a microphone. That is a table. However, there seems to be another one here where we have just g, which is written like that. There it is, g. And it says here it can only be used if the object is near the other person and far. Yeah, so I got mixed up. No. Jo So it seems that jo is referring to something that is far away from you, the speaker, and the listener. So I think you could say something like I don't know, like that car that we saw yesterday was green. So the car isn't here, the car is very far away, but you're referring to an item or an object or a thing with a big distance. But if you're saying G, so for example, let's try and do an easy one. G, my, K, like that. So jo mic and G mic, it's the same thing. You're saying that microphone and that microphone. But jo mic is when you're referring to it that is far away. But G mic is referring to, you know, it's on the table there. You're saying that microphone. However, it gets even more complicated, annoyingly, because we need to add on stuff. So when we're using I, jo, g, especially as a pronoun, we have to add on these sets of characters here, which is go, or if I can find it, go. Now, the pronunciation of those two, even though that character is the S character, those two will be pronounced very in a similar way. Go, got need to follow I, g, or jo, right? So there's a lot here. If we were saying I, which means this, we need to add, I'm literally going to copy what is in the book here to make it a bit clearer. I plus got, which is written like this. Easy now. Yeah, literally becomes, okay, I, you can say it as ego, or just ego, as in that. I don't know why. I don't know why that. I mean, it's ego. Just in the same way when we said like ego chekieo. So that there is basically being explained here, but I don't know why you'd have two different forms yet. But that's that. And if you wanted to say the or that, you would say, I'll try and do it a bit quicker, it would just be gugot, written as that. Yeah, gugot, or just gugo, like that. So yeah, the E, the jo, the g can't exist on their own. They need a go or a go following them. So igo, chogo, gugo, right? There's ego, gugo, and then the chogo is of course written in the same type of way. And yeah, just like that. Chogo. So, there we go. We can use it as examples here. So if we take the word saram, if I can find that character, there it is. Saram means person. So a person, saram. And if we wanted to just say, I really should type them all out, shouldn't I? I saram, which would be written like that. I saram would just be this person, this man. Well, of course, because there's no gender. This person, this man here, this lady here, he or she. So you're literally just pointing at the person and you're saying, this one, right? This one that's right here next to me. So like, this man has something to say. This woman will show you where to go, you know. So, isaram. Saram being person and e being this. But if we were to change that to, if I just copy it. If we were to change that to gugot, not gugots, maybe it should be. Yeah, gusaram. Ha. So gusaram would be the person, that person. Ah, no, I misunderstood again. G is used when the object is far from you, but close to the person that you're talking to. So you're on one side of the room, someone's on the other, and they have a rabbit, and you're saying that rabbit. So far from you, close to them. But if you want to say something, something that is far from both of you, like, you know, that rabbit has big, long, scary teeth. It's far away from both of you. It's, you know, it doesn't exist where you are currently. What I'm now not understanding, I don't understand why isaram and gusaram wouldn't be igosaram and gugotsaram. Unless it's one of... No, I don't know why. That's not helpful at all, is it? Huh. Well, all that I need to remember for this one is I, jo, and gu are all used for saying like this, that, and, well, I is this, jo is that, right? And then gu is that or the. I is for talking about something that's right in front of you. Jo is used for referring to something that is far from you but close to the speaker. And gu is used for something that is far from both of you. But I'm pretty sure, as I understood it, you can't just say like I chekieo. You have to put a go or a got on the end, like that. So it becomes igo. Or I wonder, you know, could it be written like that? Possibly not. There must, I bet there's some rule about this character. I don't think you can have a consonant follow a consonant. I think that's it. It's going to be something like that. So it's going to have to be E, yeah, just Igor. So if we go down here, no, you'd think Igor could just go in there, right? Like that. But my book isn't showing that for some reason. And there is a small chance that I'm wrong and the book is correct. Right, okay, well that's something else I'm going to need to look at more. So, reviewing one more time, I is this, Jo is that, and it's something that is far from you and close to the other person. G is that, and it's something that is far away from both of you. But from what I understand, you do need to use the go or got added to them. So igo, chogo, gugo. And you then put that into a sentence. I'm assuming there are times where things are dropped, or they change because of the vowels or consonants that are coming after them, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that again. Okay, so I'm actually going to try and write out this conversation and see if I can understand it a bit more, which will be long and arduous, but, you know, I'm only boring myself. So, we start with Sokjin, which is someone's name. So I'm assuming it's a Korean male name, Sokjin. If you were to write it in English, it would be Seokjin, but that K becomes quite soft, I think. So Sokjin also. And also Sojin-shi. Now, I don't know what the she is, but I do know that it's got to be something to do with the 존댓말 form, like being polite. So in this, I won't show you the picture, but in the picture there's a girl and a guy. The girl is probably younger than the guy, and she's showing respect by adding she on the end. So anyway, Sokjin-shi. She then says, Ibu. Oh, where is that character? Okay. And then written like that. Iburen. Oh, that's not right. I have to change that in a minute. Iburende. That character is wrong. Yeah. So Iburende. This is two different words. So this, I find it very hard to sometimes distinguish between where a Korean word ends and another one begins. Sometimes you just read them and it all flows on, but it makes it very hard to understand. Anyway, Sokjin-shi, Iburende, and then she says, if we can find it here. Ooh, like that. Choa, and then Choaheyo. There it is. And it's a question. So, Sokjin-shi, Iburende, Choaheyo. Now, we know that she's being polite because we've got this yo on the end. If we break it down, we've got his name, Sokjin. Which is this. Now, already I've just noticed that she doesn't have to put the igot. She's just saying Iburende. And I bet you it's something to do with the fact that igot ends with a well, that's a vowel. That's a consonant there, and that's a vowel there. And it begins with a, I don't know. I'm not sure. It seems like I've learned a thing and now it's not necessary. So Iburende, which means this brand. So Burende is brand, as in, you know, a sports or clothing brand. Choaheyo, do you like it? So Sokjin, this brand, do you like it? Sokjin, do you like this brand? Okay. And then he very simply, very clearly, thank you Sokjin, says Anyo, meaning no. And he's being polite as well because of the 존댓말 form. Then we move on to something like this, which is going to, I can never find, there it is. It's very, that sort of Rium character, I think it is. I just never find it. Gorom. There should be Gorom Jo. Where is the Jo? There it is. Gorom Jo. and then I should be able to write this without looking. Brände. Grom cho brände. So that's 3 separate words we have there. Do you know what? I am just going to copy this. So the next person says, the first person said, so Seokjin shi, 이 브랜드 좋아요. So Seokjin, do you like this brand? No. So she then says, 그럼 줘. Now 줘, I think, is you. Yeah. Brand is brand. So she's basically saying, brand, do you like? Do you like this brand? But she uses the g. And I'm assuming she uses the g because, yeah, the item she's referring to isn't close to her, it's close to him. But she says 그럼. Why does she say 그럼? Why not say 그거? I don't know what I mean, I understand why they've used g. I don't understand why they've used 그럼. But it translates as then. Do you like that brand? Oh, maybe it's then. Maybe. She says, then do you like that brand over here, over there? And he responds very simply with 네, which is yes. I'm not going to type it again. He says 네 좋아해요. Now he uses the same phrase as this, but since there is no inflection at the end, it's not a question. So he's just saying, yes I do. Yes, I like it. I don't know if that helped a whole lot. We can see that they used E, we can see that they used G, we understood the questions overall. I just can't tell yet. Maybe it comes later. Maybe it explains it later, or maybe I've missed something. But long story short, E, Jo, G, meaning this, that, and then far away that. And we just need to add on the go or got, but sometimes not. So I'll have to work that one out. All right.